Hi, I'm Valita Falk. Welcome to the Winning Notary Formula. Today I want to introduce you to our Ultimate Calculator. It gives you everything in Elite, then it takes it all the way by letting you add appointments directly to your calendar. No more juggling between apps or forgetting to block time. Your notary business stays organized and professional from the very first quote to the completed appointment. This is the all-in-one version designed for notaries who want to save time, stay on top of their schedule, and run their business at the highest level. Let's go inside Ultimate so you can see how it streamlines everything for you so that you can price your services with confidence. Once you purchase your calculator, you will receive a PDF file that looks like this. You're going to click on the link that you see about midway down, and this is how you will access the template in order to create your own copy. Also at the bottom here, you'll see that there is a link for you to contact me if you need any additional help. When you open your Google Sheet, you're going to see this view. Along the bottom here, you'll see there are 4 tabs: Start Here, Settings, Mobile Form, Order Database, and Stats. So on the Start Here tab, we're going to see in row 1, it says Protect Your Commission by always following your state law and handbook. The first thing you're going to do is enter your calendar ID in cell B2 on the Settings tab. If you don't know how to do that, there's a link here. There will be a link for you with some instructions on how to do that. You're going to run the calendar connection from the menu, and then we're going to enter our set fees. So we're going to go ahead and go over to our Settings tab here. So the Settings tab is where we're going to enter our calendar ID, and I've already looked mine up. So for example purposes, I'm going to go ahead and put in my calendar ID. Okay, next you're going to put in the address that you will be traveling from. So for me, I'm just going to put in, for demonstration purposes. And if you don't have the zip code, that's okay. All right, so here in Michigan where I am, my state max fee is $10 for the first notarization, and also for each additional notarization unless I want to charge a little less. And I do know that in some states, the additional notarizations are $5. So I'm going to go ahead and put in $5 here. Oops. All right, so this is where we will put in our witness fee. Now here's where you're going to want to put the fee in that you're going to charge the title company or the attorney's office. They're asking you to find a witness. I know the going rate for witnesses is $25, but you should earn a little something for finding that witness. So here I'm going to put in $35, knowing that I have to pay my witness $25 of that. For the print fee, how much are you going to charge to print? I know the going rate is $25, so for this demonstration, we'll put in $25. Scan fee, usually scans are free, but for this, I'm just going to say I'm going to charge $10 to scan. Now, here is where we want to put in our desired annual salary. This is what's going to roll up into the hourly rate, which is going to populate here on row 12. If you already know your hourly rate that you want to earn, you can go ahead and place it here, but I highly recommend you do a little bit math to roll up to that hourly rate, because sometimes we don't realize that the time we have the time we have to dedicate to our businesses and what we actually need to earn is misaligned. So here for this demonstration, for me, I'd like to earn an extra $1,000 a month. So that's going to be $12,000 for me. And I have a full-time job, so this is not full-time for me. Now, my estimated operating expenses for the year, for this demonstration, I'm just going to say I'm spending about $5,000 on supplies. And that's a lot. So that should include things like your E&O insurance, your paper, pens, things that you need to buy and replenish, toner and drums for your printer, things like that. Now, here's where we really need to be honest with ourselves. There are, in a normal standard 40-hour work week, that's about 2,080 hours a year. We know that if we're doing this part-time, that we're not going to be doing this 2,080 hours. So for me, in reality, I probably have about a quarter of that time. So for me, I'm just going to say I have 500 hours a year that I can dedicate to actually spending time at notary appointments. So hopefully I will get in 500 appointments for the year to get that 500 hours. All right, so this is telling me once I put this in that I need to earn $34 an hour. So this $34 an hour is what's going to be used to give a value to the time I'm spending driving and also the time that I'm spending at the appointment. This is going to roll up into my travel fee. All right, so the standard IRS rate for 2026 is 0.725 cents. And I need to update this. Today is actually January 3rd. So I am in the process of updating everything. So once we have all of this filled in, we've got our calendar ID, our starting point, and all of our criteria for our travel fee. These numbers are going to go into the travel fee at the bottom. Of course, the notarization fees are for the actual notarizations. So let's go on over to the mobile form. So once we get over to the mobile form, the first thing you're going to do is look at the menu items here. And I apologize that this is so small. I have it as large as I can make it. I'm not a professional at this, so bear with me. So next to the help button, you're going to see a calendar icon. And this is what you're going to need to click on in order to connect your calendar to the sheet, okay? So that when you click submit, that it will add the appointment to your calendar. So you're just going to click on that and you're going to see something that says set up calendar connection. You're going to click there. It's going to run the script and then it will say test event created successfully. So we're going to click OK and I'll be right back. To verify that your test event was created, you'll need to head over to your calendar and it's going to create it on the same day around the same time that it is. So right now here where I am is 10:49 p.m. So it created this test event for 10:44. So once you verify that that's there, you can move on to the next step. So here's where we're going to enter the appointment date. And so in this instance, the appointment date, let's just say is January. If you're on your PC, you should be able to double click this and it'll bring up a calendar for you. Unfortunately, on the phone, it does not do that. So we're going to say this appointment is for Monday. We're going to say it's at 11:30 a.m. The contact, you don't have to fill that in, but this is like if you're working for a title company. So I'm going to say Emily, bear with me, escrow. All right, and the client name is Super Title, because it's a title. The title company would actually be your client. All right, and we're going to say is Emily at supertitle.com. And this is information you can collect if you want to. So we're going to say phone number. Okay, we're just going to put in anything there. Now this is the person who's actually signing the documents that this company, Super Title, is sending you out on this appointment. So we're going to say Susie Signer. I always use Susie Signer. And this is where we would put Susie Signer's phone number. Oops. So that's Susie Signer. This is where we'll put Susie Signer's phone number and Susie's email address. And this is where we're going to put in her address, where she lives or where the signing is going to take place. All right, and we're going to say there's one signer. And we're going to say Susie's having 2 notarial acts, just so we can demonstrate that $10 for the first, $5 for the second. And we're going to say Susie actually needs a witness for this signing. And we are going to have scan backs. We do have e-docs that we need to print. And we're going to give an hour of time for this appointment, 60 minutes. I don't have any postage. And like I said, if you don't have anything here, you don't have to fill this in. And then here's where I'm going to put in, this is, I said, remember we said we were going to pay our witness $25. Now in this case, we are traveling 42 miles round trip. It's going to take us 62 minutes of driving time. So our travel fee is actually going to be $99.97. Our scan fee we said was $10. Our print fee we said was $25. And our notary fee, these is for the notarial acts, $15, $10 for the first one, $5 for that second one. And then we've got our witness, that is $35. So the price of this job is $185. After expenses, we would actually keep $160. So normally if you're doing a loan signing, you would not charge a la carte like this. So I'm going to go back over to the settings screen and I'm going to zero out the print fee. And I'm going to zero out the scan fee. Okay. Now let's head back over to the mobile notary form and we see that this job is about $150, which is pretty typical of a loan signing if you're working direct for a title company. Now these are numbers, of course you can play with these numbers and you can say this is just telling you what the job is worth. You may say, you know what, I'm just going to take $100 for this, but understand that you are undervaluing your business. This is telling you that for this job, in order to make the money that you need to make a year, this is what you should be charging for a job that's requiring you to travel this distance and spend this much time. Okay, so if we say this is a good appointment, everybody is in agreement with the $150 fee, you're just going to click on this button. You're going to click enter and clear. And now what's going to happen, this is now populated here on row 11. We see super title, we've got Mendota, we've got all the information here that we have captured. We've got the title company contact information, their phone number, and also the client. Okay. Now on this tab over here, the stats tab, and we're going to update this while we're here. This is just going to keep track of everything that you're earning for the year, what you're being paid for notary fees, and that's your notarizations, and how many miles you're traveling. So we go back over here to the order database. We're capturing the miles here so that you will always know at the end of the year, at the end of 2026, you can just add these up and know how many miles that you've traveled for the year, and that is for tax purposes, of course. Thank you for bearing with me and watching this demo. I hope you found it helpful. And again, you can reach out to me anytime with any questions or any help. Comment on this video, like it, and share it with notaries who need this information. Even if you don't buy the calculator, I know that just some of the things I spoke on will give you some things to think about as you build your pricing for your notary business. Happy signing.